Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and episode number 13 in the Did You Know series, where today we're continuing to focus on the recent patch 1.10 update, as well as a new pretty sweet DLC pack, as we continue to highlight some of the new additions, changes and hidden content. Before we get to the first thing, if you enjoy these videos, please do consider subscribing, as I'll be posting new Did You Know videos every single week. So first up today, did you know that the latest patch update added new hairstyles to create a superstar? This one was pointed out by WWE Games creator Razorback, who noticed the addition of some new hairstyles in the creation suite as the developers have patched in 4 new hairstyles. The new hairstyles, which are exclusive to male superstars, include this long hair option with a receding hairline, which looks like it could be Damian Priest's hairstyle from 2K23. We have a shoulder length hairstyle that appears to belong to AJ Styles, a messy longer hairstyle that looks to be the hair that was previously in use for Edge in 2K22, and then we also have a 4th hairstyle, which is a longer style, with this one seeing the hair swept over to one side. Did you know that the OC's trio entrance was updated in patch 1.10? Prior to the release of the pretty sweet DLC, the official WWE Games Twitter account shared footage of a new 3-man entrance for the OC, with many believing that this would be added as an extra motion with the DLC. However, something you might not know is that this motion was actually patched into the game as part of patch 1.10, where it replaced the original 3-man entrance for the OC. Thanks to this being an update to their regular motion rather than DLC, the new trio entrance is available to everyone regardless of whether they own the DLC or not, as players can find it and create an entrance under the name The OC. Along with the new 3-man entrance, something else you might not know is that the developers have also patched in a new victory scene, with this one also replacing the old OC motion.
Nice teamwork by these three to pick up the win.
With a win like that, you have to stand back for a moment and realize all your hard work paid off.
Speaking of the OC, did you know that the OC will perform a run-in even if you don't own them as DLC? This one comes from iWorld's Finest, who come across this when playing as AJ Styles and using the Run-In Payback, as due to Gallows and Anderson being set up as AJ's managers. Using the Run-In Payback will see them come down to ringside to aid AJ even if you don't own them as DLC.
Well, he wasn't expecting this.
I can't believe this. I can't believe the nerve he's got interrupting this matchup.
You shouldn't be surprised, Saxton. This superstar only cares about one person, himself.
Look out. What?
Anderson with the gunstone.
Following on from this, in the previous episode we covered how the recent patch update added in exhausted finishers, which see the players collapse to the mat when they're on low stamina, though unlike in previous games, when performing one of these exhausted finishers, it's not possible to crawl over and pin your opponent, as the players will instead lay there until they get back to their feet. While the crawl animation isn't part of the exhausted finishers feature, something you might not know is that the crawl feature itself is still in the game, as should you encounter a mid-match run-in that sees a superstar hit their finisher, once the sequence ends, players have the ability to crawl over to their opponent and execute an exhausted pinfall. Did you know that Kit Wilson has a unique middle rope setup? This one was suggested by Devar Tal, who noticed a unique middle rope setup for Kit Wilson. Should you drag your opponent over the ropes and press right on the right thumbstick, then this will trigger this unique animation in which Kit sets up his opponent on the middle rope. For comparison, here's how Kit's setup looks when compared with the regular version. Did you know there's new tag team commentary for The Way when pairing up Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell? Following the addition of Candice LeRae and Mia Yim as free roster additions in patch 1.10, Glenn Crosscheck Cross was quick to reunite Candice with Indy using their tag team entrance, and in doing so he noted that there's new commentary for Candice and Indy, which also includes a mention of Dexter Lumis.
Make way for LeRae and Hartwell.
I think you meant make way, as in the way, Cole.
So dominant, nothing can stand between this duo except maybe Dexter Lumis.
Where is Dexter anyway?
Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, perhaps the best women's tag team in all of WWE.
Did you know there's hidden rivals commentary for Pat McAfee? Previously in the series, we covered how the developers had originally intended to include Pat McAfee as a playable character, as the game originally included a character slot for Pat, along with his entrance, moves and trons. However now, iWorld's Finest has also stumbled across some leftover commentary. This commentary can be heard when downloading this modded version by iWorld's Finest and Iconic 2K. Should you use this creation in a match against Austin Theory, then this will trigger the following commentary.
My good friend and colleague Pat McAfee bringing the fight to Austin Theory once again.
Well, you have to admire Pat's patience as week after week, Theory made it a point to go out of his way to punk Pat on national television. Whatever Pat throws at him tonight, Theory deserves it.
Gee, I wonder whose side you two are on tonight.
As with a lot of the Rivals commentary, there's also additional audio that can be heard at the conclusion of the match. Should Austin Theory come out victorious, then you can hear the following reaction.
Pat gave it everything he had, but in the end, it's Austin Theory standing tall in victory.
Oh, maybe McAfee should stick to his day job, and he's only second best at that.
Wait, you think I'm better than Pat? Haha, thanks, Corey.
Did you know that new models have been added for Asuka and the Demon Finn Balor? This one comes from What's the Status, who come across some newly added character models that were recently patched into the game as part of patch 1.10, as the developers have added new models for Asuka and the Demon Finn Balor. Taking a look at the new model for Asuka, this one was confirmed to be part of an upcoming Face Paint Frenzy pack in MyFaction, as this one sees Asuka's model updated to include the attire that she wore for the 2023 Royal Rumble.
Asuka marches to her own drum in life and in the ring.
A lethal striker. By the time her opponent knows what hit him, it's too late.
For players wanting to get their hands on this version of Asuka ahead of time so that they can use it in other modes, Status has been able to upload the model to Community Creations, where you can find it under the hashtag Asuka23hidden. Switching over to the Demon, Status noted that this one was also likely set to be featured in an upcoming pack within MyFaction, though WWE games have yet to confirm this. One interesting thing about the Demon model is that it does come with its own commentary, which indicates it being its own character rather than an alternate attire for Finn, as during the entrance the commentary team will notice the body paint and then refer to the character as the Demon.
What a spectacle! And what a big fight we're about to witness. When Balor dons the war paint, it's like his abilities are taken to the next level.
While we wait for news on whether the Demon's set for the main roster or a part of MyFaction, for players that want to add him to their roster ahead of time, you can find this new model on Community Creations by searching for the hashtag Balor17hidden, with this one also uploaded by What's the Status. So there you go, that was more things you might not know in WWE 2K23. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do drop the video a like, as it really does help the channel out, and let me know in the comments what you made of today's inclusions, as well as any suggestions you have for things to cover in future episodes. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.